Working in the field, he and his eldest son came across an interesting piece of debris. The pair say they are unsure what it is.
We thought it was garbage, and then after that we got closer and we don't know what it is.
Filled with otherworldly visitors. The sky above us has been quite a spectacle lately. From spying orbs, strange objects, to mysteriously flying UFOs.
I've managed to get up to here where you can't be seen.
It's over there.
This video has all you need to know about the recent activities of extraterrestrials. So stay tuned. Beach scare. The beachgoers were having fun when suddenly their laughter turned to gasps of fear. A black, disc-shaped object appeared in the sky. It hovered silently over the beach, casting a strange shadow. People pointed and stared. Some even ran away. The strange craft was there for a few moments, as if watching the scene below. Then, just as quickly as it came, the UFO zipped away into the distance. It vanished from sight, leaving behind a beach full of shocked sunbathers. Everyone wondered what they had just seen. Street crossing surprise. In the United States, a sky gazer saw a massive object with strange blue lights glided silently over the city. Its size and strange glow left him speechless. Its shape was odd, looking like a bow flying in the sky. After thinking it over, he started to wonder if it could be a UFO. He watched as the strange craft floated overhead. Not just him, but when the video was uploaded online, several people came up reporting the exact same sighting. I believe maybe it's time we start believing in extraterrestrial existence. Riverside Wreckage. A group of friends decided to explore a nearby river, but when they got there, they saw something strange. Black pieces of metal were scattered in the river. Maybe an aircraft crashed there, but the pieces don't belong to the plane. No wonder it might be the pieces of a crashed UFO, as local stories were there about it. The campers were confused and a little scared. They left the area quickly, wondering what could have caused such a mysterious crash. Sky-high sighting. A guy was giving his drone a first trial when he spotted something strange. It was a huge black and silver disc-shaped object floating slowly and making round moves. It felt like this strange object was observing our planet closely, almost as if it was considering a visit to Earth for a vacation. The spaceship hovered quietly in the sky. It probably was on a secret mission, or have come with a group of aliens to spread on our planet. But nothing could be said for sure, as the guy did not move his drone further in the sky. Mexican mystery. On July 7th, 2024, the sky over Mexico lit up with supernatural lights in a small town. One saw a mysterious object emitting a living purple glow. Its movement and shape weren't ordinary at all, and it was a UFO. The flying saucer's purple beams pierced the night sky, creating an unforgettable spectacle. The fact that it was blinking midair made the onlookers believe that it noticed their presence. It looked like the lights flickering was a kind of signal the alien aircraft was trying to send. But unfortunately, nobody was able to decode it. Was it the ET war it was warning us about, or something else? It remains a mystery. Highway encounter. A native was driving along a road in Mexico when his eye was drawn to a shiny oval-shaped object that was hanging in the sky. It didn't move like any ordinary airplane or balloon. It was just standing still. Seems like gravity does not affect it. The driver was trying to figure out what he was looking at. As he observed closely, he realized that it might be an alien spaceship. He couldn't believe his luck in spotting such an incredible sight on an ordinary drive. Night sky spectacle. One night, locals spotted a strange moment over the sky. All of a sudden, the sky lit up with rapidly moving lights. People were shocked as they saw a twisted structure appear, like giant branches spreading across the sky. Maybe if it was a portal to another world, or maybe the face of an alien planet. Everyone watched in surprise and fear. After a while, the strange sight faded away. The town breathed a huge sigh of relief, glad the bizarre event was over. Hikers' hesitation. 2 hikers in the hills came across a remarkable scene. A strange spaceship-like object was seen floating in the sky. It was black in color. Just below it, an oval shape hovered silently. Maybe that oval was part of that spaceship that came to get information about our lives. The hikers were filled with questions. Where did these things come from? Curious but scared, one of them decided to get closer. However, as he neared the mysterious ship, he realized that it was an alien spaceship, and fear took over him. The hikers decided not to stick around for long and decided to leave. Hikers' discovery.
So the government are trying to hide this.
A hiker was filming his adventure on a steep mountain trail. As he climbed higher, his attention was drawn by a huge white object that appeared in the distance.
I've managed to get up to here where you can't be seen.
The moment he saw it, he knew that it was not an ordinary mountain view. It was something straight out of a sci-fi movie. The hiker froze. It was a UFO. He couldn't believe his eyes. How did it get here without anyone noticing? Scared of being spotted, the hiker decided not to stick around. Cuban Curiosity. In La Habana, Cuba, a strange event lit up the evening sky in 2019. People looked up and saw a strange glowing object levitating above the city. It had a unique shape, almost like it had wings. Its lower part was rotating under its axis. It looked like it was giving some kind of signal, but to some, it looked like a UFO on fire. Another group came up with the idea that it was some new kind of device that the Cuban government was experimenting with. It could be, since there has been a drastic advancement in technology in the recent years. Serbian Sighting. A strange event happened in Serbia. A man was filming in his neighborhood. Suddenly, 2 bright orbs appeared far in the distance. They were very small, one glowing blue, the other orange. It seemed like they were playing hide and seek with each other, as they were appearing and disappearing at the same time. Trying to make sense of the odd sighting, he came up with the idea that the orbs might be demonic. But no one knew if they were truly demonic, or if there was a completely different story behind their strange appearance. Sea Stranger. In Panama, a UFO decided to skip the usual sky traffic and take a seaside cruise instead. This odd flying saucer zoomed just above the waves, looking like it was on a cosmic surfing trip. It flew so low that it seemed like it was checking itself out in the water. As it zipped along, the waves rippled beneath it. Who knows? Maybe the oceans are just a secret highway for aliens. Now everyone's left, wondering if fish have been spotting little green guys all along. Skyward Surprise. One day, the sky put on a show nobody expected. A massive cloud appeared, trailing long wisps of smoke. But this was no ordinary cloud. It was a UFO in disguise. Suddenly, a glowing orb zoomed in from far away. Quick as lightning, it dove right into the cloud-shaped UFO, and here, the two became one. As they merged, black smoke burst out. It streaked away at the speed of light. This UFO sure knew how to make an exit. And in a blink, the whole thing, cloud, orb, and all, turned to smoke and vanished. This alien magic trick left the sky empty, but filled everyone's imagination with wild space stories. Ancient Anomaly. Locals at an abandoned site got more than they imagined. While recording the place, they spotted an elongated object floating in the sky. Its shape was beyond any known design. As they watched in fear, the top of the craft opened up. A smaller object emerged and went into the sky. Looked like it came on a mission on our planet, but went back and kept its UFO shell floating in the sky. It is strange how aliens fit in such a small ball. Maybe they are the tiniest creatures. What do you think? Sunny spectacle. Have you ever seen a moving sun in the sky? Well, some people in Mexico did, and it wasn't what they expected. This exceptional view caught them all off guard as they spotted a glowing disc-shaped object hovering silently above. It wasn't a plane, because planes don't come in bright colors. It moved in a strange manner that was beyond explanation. Seems like aliens have been inspired by the sun, so they made their own UFO-like sun. I must say the onlookers got lucky as the sun didn't explode. Airborne Encounter. A pilot was flying his plane high in the sky. He was looking out the front window of his cockpit when something unexpected happened. A black disc-shaped object was coming towards the plane from the front. The disc was moving fast and smoothly through the air. It didn't look like any drone. Then he realized he just had a close encounter with an alien spacecraft. And it seemed like they were having a ride on our planet. Ring in the sky. In Tucumán, a peaceful day turned bizarre when locals spotted an unusual sight. Above a citrus farm in an area called Lules, a black ring appeared out of nowhere. It wasn't a normal cloud. It was just a big, dark circle floating in the air. Some witnesses quickly captured photos and videos of the strange phenomenon. Well, apologies for bursting your bubble, but actually, it was no bizarre phenomenon. It was just the smoke that came out from an electric transformer. London's nighttime. On June 22nd, 2024, Londoners witnessed an astonishing view. Against the backdrop of a beautiful moon, there was something else up there.
What is that? Okay, that's weird.
An unidentified flying object appeared. It wasn't stationary. It drifted slowly across the night sky. A strange giant wire lay across the moon's surface, raising many questions. Since there were so many eyewitnesses,
That's exceptionally weird. Someone must... It's gotta be...
there was not even a single factor of doubt about the ominous activity, as everyone believes this came out from another dimension. Nighttime giant. In the evening, a visitor had an unforgettable experience. A massive black disc-shaped object suddenly appeared overhead. Its size was terrifying, bigger than anything the witness had ever seen in the sky. He knew he was looking at a UFO, an alien spaceship. It moved silently, gliding over him like a dark cloud. Luckily, it didn't stop. The strange part was that poor aliens were falling from the spaceship. It kept moving and was out of sight. Who knows what happened with those aliens? Hope they are safe. Philadelphia's flying mystery. In Philadelphia, a stargazer captured an unbelievable act on his phone. What started as a peaceful night observing the stars turned into a close encounter. The video showed a bizarre object that appeared to be a spaceship moving at incredible speed through the night sky. It appeared as if someone was there to have a war with the aliens, as green laser light was targeting the UFO, but hopefully, aliens were lucky to save them every time. Janais Sky Visitor. On August 19th, 2024, Janais Sky had a mysterious visitor. A strange object appeared, floating silently above the hills. At first, it didn't move, looked like it was waiting. Then, slowly, it drifted from its place. People all over Chennai saw it. It had neon green colored lights that were glowing in the sky. The solid-looking craft looked puzzled. Maybe the pilot was looking for the right route. As it moved, it was an extraterrestrial vehicle. And who knows? Maybe the visitor will come back someday for another spooky invasion. Caribbean Curiosity. On July 13th, 2024, people in Aruba and Venezuela saw something amazing. This wasn't just some boring falling star or satellite. As the sun went down, a super bright UFO appeared out of nowhere. The UFO zoomed across the sky, bending and twisting in impossible ways. Everyone stopped to stare at the weird flying saucer. It lit up the whole sky like a giant flashlight. The UFO danced through the air, doing loops and zigzags. Where did it come from? What did it want? Nobody knew, but everyone agreed. This was the coolest thing they'd ever seen in the sky. Reporter's revelation. High above a bustling city, a reporter was with officials. As they filmed the skyline, a sight caught their eye.
What is that?
Behind the tall buildings, a strange object moved. Before they could focus, it zipped away faster than anything they'd seen.
It's over there!
Maybe the beings in the flying saucer were camera shy, which is why they left the moment they were spotted. Well, it appeared officials were also in a mood to have some conversation with them, so they sent the drone with the speed of light. But things got turned, as aliens were not in a mood to have words. They left before the drone could reach them. The brief encounter left them with an exclusive story and a mystery that would captivate the world. Mexican marvel. In 2024, a tourist in Mexico was filming the majestic mountain scenery when something really unusual caught a man's eye. A small orb of light appeared in the sky, drawing his attention away from the landscape. It wasn't just floating, it was descending in a controlled manner. As it came closer, he realized this was no ordinary light. Suddenly, the strange craft dipped behind the mountain. Just as it vanished from view, the tourist's camera unexpectedly shut off, leaving everyone wondering what it was and what secrets it held. Italian Intrigue. In Italy's hills on May 16, 2024, a hiker's peaceful trek turned thrilling. An object soared over distant peaks too far to see clearly. Its shape was a mystery, but its movement was unmistakable. No bird or plane flew like that. The hiker watched as the craft navigated the mountains with impossible ease. Well, it appeared to be a spaceship of our outer space beings. Maybe they don't have mountains on their planet and spend their time in nature on our planet. Chinese countryside. In rural China, a local on his regular walk spotted a disc-shaped object just like in the movies. It was a real UFO, floating right in front of him. The flying saucer looked exactly like the ones he'd seen in stories and films. It hovered silently in the air, its shiny surface gleaming in the sunlight. Then, without warning, the UFO started to rise. It looked like the alien visitors had finished their secret mission on Earth and were heading back to their far-off planet. What an amazing sight it truly was. Urban UFO. One evening in Seattle, a resident captured more than city sights. While filming the skyline, something flashed by. Too fast for the eye to capture, but not for the camera. Behind the city buildings, a fast-moving object zipped across the sky. It was hard to see clearly, but the object moved in ways that regular planes or helicopters couldn't. As it moved between the buildings, the mysterious craft's shape became clearer. An alien spaceship, sleek and silent, came behind the buildings. The footage, clear and undeniable, would soon make headlines. Seattle had an otherworldly visitor caught on film for all to see. Fading giant. Near a lake, a local in the sky spotted a massive object. It was hard to see clearly, but it was there. It looked like a spaceship from another world. This thing was enormous, way larger than any plane. It just floated in the air without making any noise. Though blurry, its sheer size spoke of its otherworldly origin. It hung in the sky as it was waiting for its passengers, and then it left for its home in another world. Alien Encounter. A mysterious leaked video surfaced on the internet, showing an unusual event in a forest. A weird creature was captured lying on a stretcher. It had a long, weird-shaped head and huge black eyes. Yellow ropes held it down. This wasn't any normal being. Yes, it was an alien. Around the stretcher stood a bunch of soldiers in uniform. They seemed to be guarding the alien. The video cut off suddenly, leaving everyone with so many questions. It appeared alien spaceship crashed into the forest. Hope the military takes good care of it. Unusual encounter. A man's peaceful morning walk took an unexpected turn. As he neared the walking track, he saw a strange figure sitting right in his path. The creature had a long, oddly shaped skull and a thin, wiry body. Its skin looked smooth and grayish. It was like nothing he'd ever encountered before, so he came up with the idea that it was an alien, might have lost his friends and is now thinking about how to get out of this human planet. The image of the otherworldly visitor stayed with him, challenging everything he thought he knew about life on Earth. City's strange visitor. As the night settled over the city, workers leaving their offices got a big surprise. High up in the dark sky held a surprise. A massive, odd-shaped object hovered silently above. On the busy highway nearby, lots of people in cars saw it too. So many people spotted this weird flying object that it couldn't be explained as normal, and everyone who saw it knew they were looking at a real UFO. The giant craft just floated there, as if it was watching the city below. Was there just a check out the city and may visit with its family soon for vacation? Homecoming halt. One night, a man was driving home when something weird caught his eye in the sky. Far away, a strange light hung in the air. It wasn't a star, it was something else. He zoomed in to get a better look. What he saw was amazing. The image that appeared was out of the world. The clear shape of a UFO. It had blue lights on it. As he watched it, the spaceship started moving and was slowly moving towards the sky. And soon, the sky was clear.
It's coming towards us.
As if no one spotted anything before. Brazilian Skyshow. On a cloudy evening in Brazil, children's outdoor play turned into an otherworldly experience. Far away, two bright orange circles appeared. These weren't like anything normal the children had seen before. The circles moved slowly across the sky, glowing against the dark clouds. The children stood in awe, realizing that their bedtime alien stories might be coming to life. This sight was sure to leave them with a story they'd be telling for years. Forest's secret. Two friends decided to have a nighttime adventure in the jungle. Hidden among the trees was a black spaceship from a sci-fi movie.
No way.
The craft was smooth and shiny, with no visible windows or doors. It seemed to absorb the moonlight, making it hard to see clearly. The object had a faint glow around its edges, giving it an otherworldly appearance. It made no sound as they approached. Hands shaking, they recorded videos and photos, determined to have proof of their incredible discovery. It looked like the passengers weren't there. They might have left it, or they were also there, but didn't show up. Skull discovery. In a remote area, an explorer stumbled upon a sight he'll never forget. A massive skull, unlike any known animal, lay partially buried. This wasn't just any old skull, it was massive and shaped weirdly. Not like any creature from Earth. The explorer noticed something even stranger. The skull had odd markings all over it. These weren't normal scratches or cracks. They looked like carvings, like some kind of writing or symbols. Looked like a skull of an alien that ended up here years ago. The skull's origins remained a mystery, but its image would haunt him forever. Forest flame. Driving through a forest, a driver's world changed in an instant. To his left, an orange flame flickered in the distance. At first glance, a forest fire, but its movement defied nature, rising and falling with purpose. Realization struck. This was no fire, but the glow of an alien craft. Maybe it was a signal for the other one to come to our planet, or wondering if he'd just witnessed a UFO preparing for takeoff. Jungle orb. An ATV ride turned extraordinary when strange sounds lured a man to the mountain. As he went to check it out, a blue orb appeared in the distance. It wasn't like anything he'd seen before. It glowed and moved oddly. Its unnatural glow and movement left no doubt. He revved his engine for a closer look, but it was way far away and was dark, so it wasn't possible to see it. Not having the courage to go further, he returned back, leaving the jungle orb mystery as it was. Classified craft. A leaked video sent shockwaves through the public. Military footage revealed UFOs under close observation by American forces. The black, disc-shaped objects moved at impossible speeds, as if the military knew them well. The footage suggested a careful study of the strange visitors. But just when things became truly intriguing, the video abruptly cut off, leaving viewers with more questions than answers about these otherworldly beings and what the government might be hiding. Forest farewell. Strange noises drew the camper from his tent into the moonlit forest. There, before his eyes, a massive spaceship hovered silently. Then, all of a sudden, the spaceship's engine started to hum. It sounded like a giant bee buzzing. White lights on the spaceship began to glow brightly. Slowly, the massive craft started to move upward. It looked like it was getting ready to fly away into the night sky. For what purpose they were there, they did the job. But unfortunately, the camper didn't find their objective. Woodland Wreckage. While exploring woods, a hiker came across an impossible sight.
I don't think we have to worry about any aliens in there coming out and getting us.
Lying on the ground and fallen leaves around an old spaceship. Its alien design left no doubt this was a genuine UFO. Approaching cautiously, he noticed the craft's worn appearance. How long had it rested here? Hidden from the world, maybe some few years or few hundred years.
I don't think I'm gonna go any closer than this.
Curiosity overcame caution as he was off to explore the silent vessel. But surely, I didn't find anything else, because after all, it was all old stuff now. Canadian Curiosity. Quietness shattered at a Canadian lake when a tourist spotted unbelievable beneath the water's surface. An orange light pulsed mysteriously. Too large and bright for any fish, it hovered motionless. The witness who was watching it was fascinated and shocked as well. Was this a submersible UFO observing our world from below, or a portal underwater that leads to another planet? It was a vacation surprise the guy for sure will never forget. Peruvian Puzzle. Have you ever looked up at the clouds and seen something weird? Well, get ready for a cool story from Peru. On May 10th, 2024, a local from Peru came across a strange sight. A large cloud was in the sky, nothing unusual at first, but then a black line was in the cloud, and it wasn't moving at all. It became clear that this was no ordinary phenomenon. The strange thing's behavior pointed to one conclusion: a UFO hiding in plain sight among the clouds. They were getting a sneaky peek of Peru by hiding their spaceship in clouds. Snowy Standoff. A winter wonderland turned frightening for one forest explorer. Among snow-laden trees stood a sight from another world, a massive, disc-shaped spaceship. Just beside the spaceship movement caught his eye. A tall, skinny figure emerged, walking towards the spaceship. The moment he saw the skinny figure, it all started making sense. It was an alien, and the spaceship next to its ride looked like it didn't like the weather and was heading back to its home. Soon he reached its spaceship and left for his home. And who knows, maybe come back for another visit, but in summer. Mountain Light Show. On a snowy winter day in the mountains, a person went ice skating and noticed 3 bright orange orbs in the distance. The orbs floated across the sky, glowing steadily with a smooth, even light. Each orb was round and had a warm orange hue. They moved slowly and silently, making no sound. The person recording the footage said that he had never seen such mysterious orbs in the sky before. According to him, it is a cluster of spying objects sent by the extraterrestrial world. And now, let us move on to our subscriber pick of the day. In a forest, a tourist's camera captured a thrilling scene. A battered UFO lay among the trees. clearly long abandoned. It has an alien design on it. As he approached for a closer look, movement caught his eye. A strange creature lurked near the UFO, its form unlike any earthly being. Desperate for a clear shot, the tourist wanted to get a picture of the creature. But then, super fast, the alien jumped at him. The camera fell down and stopped taking pictures. Everything went dark. No one knows what happened to the tourist after that. Even the authorities who were on a search mission to find the man could only retrieve his camera.